Good evening. Welcome to JACLA, Jewish Activity Center of LA. My name is Aryeh. I wanted to introduce myself and who we are as an organization, because I see a lot of faces who are new and people that have come in for the first time. One thing you'll learn about me is you only have to meet me once. Now I only have to meet you once to recognize you. And I really do value every person that comes in here, because it's special. We're doing a lot of amazing things. We've only been around for about 14 months, and the Jewish Activity Center of LA, JACLA, which is our new logo behind us, did 131 events last year for the Jewish community, and we're on target this year to do more than 225 events that are already scheduled, not including what we pick up, and we pick up events almost every day. So the kind of events we do, we cater to singles, couples, families, and children. We've got programs for everybody on during any day of the week. For example, Wednesday nights, we have a beautiful young adults shiur. It's a motivational shiur, because when you're a young adult, that really gets you going. And a mixer afterwards. So you can see the social component where you're taking Torah and you're adding the social component. And that's what the Activity Center is all about. And then Thursday night, we have a much more serious shiur, followed by a mixer. And then Friday night, every week, and you should take note of this. I see there's a lot of familiar faces Friday night. We do a beautiful traditional kiddush and a full catered meal, and then an oneg that lasts until 2 a.m. So you can imagine in this space, the lights down. It's really amazing. It's a great experience. And you have a choice really on Shabbat. You can go stay home, you can have guests, you can go to someone else's house, or you can go to the synagogue. Never has there been like a real Shabbat lounge. That's what it feels like. It's an amazing experience. Nice. So we've added now, for the last couple of months, we've just made it official this past week, the Saturday oneg. So Saturday oneg is for anybody in the community to come in for lunch. And then an oneg, you can see there's kegs out right now, and there's wine, and there's all kinds of beverages. Well, that's pretty much the way it is around here. We have, on Saturday, you can come at 12:30 or 12 o'clock, enjoy a nice lunch with my special teriyaki lamb cholent and a full spread, and that goes until mincha, till about 6:30. So it's a beautiful day. We're here for the community. Sundays, every Sunday, from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m., we have a kids' indoor playground. All of the furniture comes out, and we put 2 bouncy houses in. We put padded flooring and games and toys, and sometimes clowns, sometimes face painting. It's really beautiful. You can see I'm excited about it. You know, what's interesting about this is it's a nonprofit, and I've never done nonprofit work in my life. I've given when I had the chance to give. I've never run a nonprofit. But about a year ago, when I had my technology company, Social Dashboard, I started doing these events. I really started enjoying them, and then on Rosh Hashanah, I woke up and I said, we're having services here, and we're having a really big event here. I don't want to do my work anymore. All I want to do is this. The problem is there's no money in this. You got to sustain yourself. So I figured out a way. Basically, I live upstairs. I am here 24/7. Sometimes I leave to go to the grocery store to check the weather. It's about the only time I leave, because I'm super committed to being here. And I have a relationship with about 35,000 people that go by that window every single day. And we're always working and always putting together programs and events for the Jewish community. I want to say something about this community. I became Baal Tshuva about 15 years ago in Northern California, where there are very few Jews and you can barely find a minyan anywhere. You have to go 25 miles to find a minyan. I moved down here, and it's, wow. What I found, and what we all know, is that within a mile left or right here, there's 38 synagogues. There are so many businesses, Jewish businesses and services and shops and stores and restaurants that Pico Robertson now is the most concentration of Jewish businesses, shuls, synagogues, and restaurants outside of Israel in the world. Above New York, Toronto, Chicago, Miami. We're a very special place. But we don't have, I didn't mean to get that loud, but we don't have a community center here. We don't have an activity center for the Jewish community here. And that doesn't make sense to me. So I decided to make this official and start adding a bathroom. Now we want to add a kitchen. The landlord's not too hot about that. In fact, she wants us out. She wants to kick us out. She can't really do that, but she's selling the property now to somebody else who does want us out. Okay. What do we do? Do we give up the idea of having all these beautiful events? This last week we went under contract to purchase the building. And this is what we call phase one. Because my vision is a little bit larger, and this isn't my vision. This is what I believe belongs here. You know the building next door, the auto center, and the parking lot next to that? That's phase two. This piece of property is our key, but after we acquire this, I'm doing everything I can to acquire the rest of this property, because we need a real activity center for kids, for families, for the community, and that doesn't exist yet. But now we have the vision, we have the potential, we're under contract, we've got no money. That's the key, right? Last week, I ventured out to go look for money. Now, I don't like trying to raise money. To me, it's worse than getting up on stage. It's terrifying. But I've got to do it, and I'm committed to doing it. Not for me, but for the community. So if you know anybody that can help out, that can pitch in, even if it's $10,000, we're trying to raise $1.742 million. Okay, I'm sorry, 1.472. See, save $300,000 right there. 1.472 million for this property. The whole complex is about $3.5 million when we're done with it, with the improvements. Is $3.5 million a lot of money to have an activity center in the heart of the most concentrated area of Jews in the world outside of Israel? It's not. We should be able to do it. So I wanted just to offer out that vision and welcome anybody to contribute in any way you can.